This is what we came out here for. Look at that giant. There it is. There it goes. All right, look at that bass. Look at that thing. A brute. Going after Mississippi River bluegills. Look at that. Just like a big plate. That's a nice one. Just a tank. Look at that. Look at that. Another tank. Feels like it could be a nice one. Right into the... It is a nice one. And we're right into the weeds so it can get off. That is our tank. Alright, as you can see, this is where we're fishing. Boat houses, we're fishing right at them or right underneath them. Going after Mississippi River bluegills. Waters finally went down to almost normal levels. I think it's still a little, I don't know. It went down, it's back to almost normal, I would say. Pretty damn close. Anyway, enjoy the video of us after bluegills just jigging for them right next to these boat houses. Alright, so this time out we're fishing on the backwaters of the Mississippi River, fishing between some boat houses and the shore. We're fishing about 2 to 3, 4 feet of water. We're using a under 1 inch jig head with pieces of nightcrawler, just throwing it out and jigging it back. Catching pretty decent, nice bluegills. And there are rocks and boulders down there on the bottom as well. So enjoy the video of us going after bluegills on the backwaters of the Mississippi River. There's a nice one. And there it comes off. Just a little jigging. Really, first nice one right there. We had to let it get a little lighter. We're at some boat houses here, fishing right under them, right next to them, catching nice bluegills on the Mississippi River. Water's down where it's supposed to be kind of now. On just a tiny little jig head, and there we go. First one. Alright, it's too small. Right under 8. Right, I'm just right at the tip of that guy's mouth. That's where I'm casting. Right next to them boat houses. So, and I'm just jigging that little tiny jig back. Just so close to being an eater for me, but I mean, this can go back. Oh, there it goes. In the morning, they're just trying to catch a bunch of bluegills on the Mississippi. We moved. Look at this one. Just like a big plate. Look at that. Just like a big plate. That's a nice one. Right next to this brush right on the shore here. You bit right next to shore. Just a tank. Look at that. Wow. That's a beaut. Oh, this right here, this whole edge is rocks. Okay. And I'm catching my fish kind of right out in there. So we're kind of in rocks, so that makes sense why we might find a perch or a smallmouth, you know, there. We're kind of fishing in the rocks too, so. Fishing with nightcrawlers, that's how we found this bite, is using nightcrawlers. But man, let me tell you, these pieces of nightcrawlers, they can come off so easy. I prefer to use red worms, but it just seems like I want to stick with nightcrawlers with this bite, because maybe they want nightcrawlers, something a little bit bigger than a red worm. But they just come off so easy after a couple fish. You're right back rebaiting. It gets annoying real quick. I prefer using red worms. What do we got here? What do we have here? Nice bluegill. We moved around again a little bit. Oh yeah. Probably just an eater. We're way down, as you can see, we're way down here now. Hunting down nicer bluegills, a lot of small ones. But as you can see, we're catching some nicer ones. It's a nice hot week coming. Talking a lot of hot weather, and it's already hot. That's why I'm fishing in the morning when it's cooler, trying to max out before it gets too hot. Snapped off by a northern. You know it's a northern when it's just, that's it. A lot of weight and then That's it. All right, we got something here. What do we got? Well, that's nice bluegill finally. It's been a little bit. Really nice bluegill. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Another tank. We're back where we started here. Another nice, look at that, nice bluegill. Fishing off this corner away from the boathouses and the rocks. And you get about over on this side, you don't catch nothing. You stay over here close to the boat docks, you catch them. Small, again. This one goes back. That sun, it started shining, came out of the clouds there, and can't even find a big one now. It's all small ones. Not a big one, but just an eater crappie. Right under the deck, right on this, what I'm standing on. Look at that. Barely hooked. Look at that, about to fall out. Almost got back in the water, fell off right next to shore. Look at that. Another tank. It's been pretty slow. A lot of small ones, like I said earlier. But finally, I think that sun has something to do with it, because that sun is behind a cloud now. And we're starting to catch some nice fish again. So what I'm using here, this is my reel. That's my reel. My line is 6 pound sufix clearance line. Here's my rod. And then a tang, got it in the tree, of course. It's a panfish pole, tangled there, of course. Anyway. This tiny under 1 inch jig head with a piece of nightcrawler. Just throwing it out there by the, right on the edge of the docks and jigging it back, looking for them. It's probably another eater. Right there by the blue barrel. Right next to shore. He gulped that thing too. Gone. Probably just makes an eater. It's starting to get hotter. Yeah, keep on trucking, I guess, for now. I'm gonna say it again, them bugs are horrible out here. They're all over in your eyes, all over your face, everything. It's just, I showered in that bug spray, gnat spray, mosquito spray, like off and that, different types. Like I'm covered, and they're so bad. They are just so bad this year. Let me tell you, our morning is coming to an end. As you can see, line is cut again. I had a northern right there. Another northern. The northerns are in here after these bluegills, and that's probably why it's, you know, kind of a slow bite. They're being chased around. They can't focus on biting my jig when they're being chased by something that wants to eat them up. All right, what we got? Feels like it could be a nice one. Right into the, it is a nice one, and we're right into the weeds so it can get off. Oh, it's right at an eater. It's okay. I thought it was nicer. This guy kind of right next to shore, next to the weeds there. That is the 9-incher we've been looking for. That is our tank. That's the biggest one. Look at that on that red or nightcrawler. Boom. That's the big one we're looking for. Look at that giant. Another giant. It is like 10 o'clock. The boathouses and the rocks. Them bluegills are right in between here and there. Just piled a lot of small ones. There's big ones in there, as you've seen. But we're out. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, but got other things to do. Hammered them. I mean, we got like what, 11 in there, 11 big keepers, and it was quite on. So yeah, that's it. We're heading out. It's starting to get real hot too. I mean, the clouds are here, keeping the fish biting and keeping it kind of not too hot. But Anyway, we're out.